My name is Oriana Camara. I am a junior at Wheaton College in Norton, Massachusetts, and I am a film and new media and Hispanic studies major. So I decided to study abroad in Buenos Aires, Argentina in fall of 2018, which was this past semester. And it was quite honestly one of the most life-changing experiences I have ever partaken in. So as a film major, I was able to study at a film school, which is called La FUC, which stood for La Fundación Universidad del Cine. So basically the foundation of film. And that was a really awesome experience for me because I was able to actually participate and be in this culture completely surrounded around film, which is something very different than the liberal arts school that I currently attend. So while I was there, I was able to, number one, make Argentine friends. I was able to collaborate on projects and produce some of my own work. So as a film and Hispanic studies major, a lot of times when I tell people that, they kind of look at me like I'm crazy and they ask the question, well, what are you going to do with that once you graduate? And when I was abroad, I was actually kind of able to build a portfolio that answers that exact question. So when I was abroad, I was able to work on a project at an NGO called Hecho en Buenos Aires, which stands for Made in Buenos Aires. And it was basically an organization that provided people who were homeless or disabled a job. And they did so by producing these social empowerment magazines, which were then sold amongst the streets by different vendors. And it was a very open organization. Anybody who approached the company, or the organization I should say, was able to participate, and it was a way for them to make an income and get themselves off their feet. This same organization held workshops, so they held art workshops, writing workshops, and it was just an outlet for creative expression, and that's something that I find very important. So I decided to create a documentary about that. So by working with Hecho en Buenos Aires, I was able to tell the story of one of the vendors, so the reason as to why he became a vendor, some of the work that he created during the creative workshops. I followed him to one of his sculptures that he had created, and that day they were repainting it, so they were upkeeping it. So through this collaboration on this project, I was, number one, able to learn the story of this individual who first began selling magazines, I think 15 years ago. And basically his story and why he was there, why he habitually comes to these workshops, what he thinks of Hecho en Buenos Aires, and how he's made a social and political impact through his artwork and has shared it with thousands who have walked by his public sculptures. So these two different disciplines that seemingly have nothing to do with each other kind of came together and were woven into the narrative of my final film. So I learned so much from my semester abroad, but one of the most important things was learning how my two majors could come together and how they're kind of propelling me towards my future as hopefully a documentary storyteller.